Guys, a bit of controversy going on right now on social media is that somebody came out to say, man, remove Drake and Beyonce from the life of Wizkid. Wizkid is in the category of Fireboy, J-Boy, and struggling with the lives of Rema. That is something that somebody have said about the whole thing. Also, I still have Regina Daniels fans protesting against Nwoko considering marrying another wife after marrying Regina Daniels. That is something interesting, and I want to talk about it. But I still have the likes of Osaze actually apologizing to Kanu Wanko and Peter Okoye after calling them out on a particular issue, and I will still give you that video to actually watch. But before I jump right in, I want you guys to kindly do something for me. Consider subscribing, hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time I upload my videos. But if already subscribed, thank you for subscribing, and make sure you share my videos across all social media platforms so that others will get to see what is trending and what we are talking about as a people on social media. Yes, all right, guys. It has been a kind of competition war between Wizkid and Davido, especially with their fans, and that is something interesting. Davido came out one time to say, "I'm the best musician in Nigeria," and a lot of people didn't agree or quite agree with Davido on that, calling out Davido. And Burna Boy actually said it in recent time. Right now, he's being crowned with second nomination at the Grammy Award, and that is something that a lot of people are now commending Burna Boy for. But forgetting that, yes, the likes of Wizkid and Davido actually released their album very late this year, and that actually affected the consideration of this album for nomination at the Grammy Award. And you will get to understand that it has been an issue between Davido, Wizkid, what Davido is not doing, what Wizkid is doing, and that is an issue. Right now, somebody came out to say, man, remove Drake and remove Beyonce from the life, or from from the life of Wizkid, and Wizkid will be in the category of the lives of Rema and the rest, and that is something interesting. And saying that, yes, Davido didn't need anybody to blow, and what do you feel about that? I need that in my comment section below so that we can actually talk about it together, because I told you that I'm going to bring kind of exhaustive reports on Davido and Wizkid, Burna Boy till the end of the year, which I'm gladly doing. And some people are now calling me out on this particular issue. Man, you need not get angry about it. That is something I will tell you guys about the whole thing, because we are just bloggers, using statistics to actually judge what we see on the surface, not what your opinion is about this so-called artist and celebrity. I love Davido, I love Wizkid, I love Burna Boy. But when Wizkid started winning, I spoke about Wizkid is winning, leading Davido. When Davido was leading, I spoke about that. Burna Boy, I spoke about that. So you have to actually accept it from that point of view. And what do you think about that? Removing Drake and Beyonce from the life of Wizkid. What do you think about that? I want that in my comment section, and you will get to understand that at the time, Wizkid was actually referred to as a local artist, in a local African artist, which a lot of people didn't really like. That was done at the Grammy Academy, after Drake and other people were being nominated and those things, and Beyonce's brown skin girl featuring Wizkid was actually nominated for that Grammy Award. And some people have said that it was Drake that made Wizkid so popular, and Wizkid was able to go global with Drake. And what do you think about that? That is something I need in my comment section below. Yes, we have Regina Daniels already trending right now on social media. Fans actually protesting against Nwoko, consideration of getting another wife after marrying Regina Daniels. That is something trending right now. Some people are already protesting already, or protesting in the street, calling out Nwoko, man, you must not marry again. Oh, you should not dump Regina Daniels. Make Regina Daniels your last wife. Let's listen to them.
We be Regina Daniels, Regina Daniels fan. Nigeria, you must hear us. Nwoko must not marry another wife. Nwoko must not marry another wife. I say Nwoko, we are hearing that he's planning to marry more wives. He cannot marry more wives. Nwoko, if you watch this video, you are hearing us. We are Regina Daniels fan. You cannot turn our supermodel to a housewife. You want to marry another wife so that she will become the person in front of the Moso Abi. Then Regina Daniels will now be in the kitchen cooking for you. That cannot work. Nwoko, we are saying no. We are strong Regina Daniels fan.
All right, guys, what can you make out of that? I think asking Nwoko not to get married again is against his will, because he made it clear in a particular interview and said that yes, I will marry again. Of course, Regina Daniels knows that, and this man is capable of taking care of his wives. That is something that I have to actually commend about this man. I have to respect that about him. Making them happy, all happy at the same time, spending lavishly on them is something that I quite commend. But you guys asking Nwoko not to get married again after getting married to Regina Daniels. Yes, before Regina Daniels got the marriage, remember that there are some women already there, and that is something that would be unfair to those women if you guys are doing this just to intimidate Nwoko. Away from that, I want to talk about Osaze coming out to apologize to Mr. P and Kanwanko's family after calling out Kanwanko's wife and Mr. P on a kind of disagreement which they had, and a lot of people actually blamed out Osaze Odenwege. Kanwanko responded to Osaze saying that I choose my family over any other thing. I choose my family again and again, and we all need to actually understand that family is important. Americano actually tried to reach out to Osaze Odenwege, who had a knee surgery at a particular time because of their son, who is having some problems, some knee problems. Want to undergo some surgery, and some people were like, Osaze, you shouldn't have made this thing open. You should have tried to reach out to Kanwanko in secret and resolve the whole issue. Or what Osaze took a twist on that and said, man, Americano has been chasing me ever since Moss and those things, and that is getting a lot of people disturbed at this particular time. But he came out to actually apologize and said, man, people they misunderstood what I was trying to say, and then he said, I'm very sorry. Let's listen to him on this one.
My bro, I didn't mean no offense, bro, to be honest, but we're brothers, and if I see my brother something not today right, as you offered to pray for me, feeling like things not there right with me, I thought I'll do the favor back, because what you sow is what you reap. So you pray for me, I pray for you. So you notice something like maybe I'm pushing it too far, but I think when I watched your video about the guy that took his mom's last 500 naira to gamble, basically, what you're doing, you're encouraging gambling. Some people win, some people lose. So he went into tears saying his mother is ill, she has cancer, she's on chemotherapy, and he said, you asked him why is he crying, he said he took his mom's money from her account, her last 500 naira, to buy a ticket. Luckily he won. But I believe there are some guys who didn't win on that day and possibly took their dads or moms or friends last money feeling like, oh, I'm gonna win today, because gambling is an addiction. So in that situation, I'm not condemning your business completely, but in that situation, I think what you should have said to him, I'm saying this from my heart, you should have said to him, he's lucky today, but don't do that again, because if he didn't win, that means they might not have a meal. They might not even have a meal that day or the next day, and that's stealing. Like, you have to ask your mother to take her last money to go gamble. And I believe, some people borrow money to do these things, and when they're in debt, they end up arrested, they get beaten up and all that. So that was my worry, really. And I will tell you something. In 2019, I was offered endorsement deals from gambling companies that were launching in Nigeria. I went to God with it. I said, in Europe, people are there are regulations. They are regulated. They have more money here, but my conscience didn't let me do that in Nigeria, because our people don't have money. They will go gamble their last money on Arsenal, Chelsea, and what next? They go home, beat their wives, slap their kids, being disappointed, because you know how our country is. So I said no, and I went to God with prayer, and I believe I had an answer. So I heard his voice, and he said, do what you want. God doesn't force us to do things, but he said, I hope you trust me with your finances. So it was a good offer. A couple of months later, through the NFF, you can ask Dayo Enebi, I received another message, and he says, Osaze, there is a company here, like gambling company, they wanna offer you something, can I pass your number? I simply said, no, Dayo, thank you, you can call him and ask. I said, no, I don't do gambling, it's not for me. I'm not condemning it, it's for some people. I played for Stoke City, our sponsors are a very big gambling company here, Bet365, but they're regulated. I'm sure yours is regulated to an extent, but I'm just saying from my heart, like in that particular case, if he took his mom's last 500 naira, you should have rebuked him as a brother. You'd have said, you understand, like sometimes if you have free cash, you just play, like everybody does. Most of my friends are footballers, they all do gambling. But it's a big issue here. People commit suicide because of gambling. It's an addiction, so it's a tough one.
Alright guys, before I jump fully right off, I want you guys to kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time I upload my videos. But if already subscribed, thank you for subscribing, and make sure you share my videos across all social media platforms so that others will get to see what is trending and what we are talking about on social media. Guys, I want you to actually make a donation to free Wizkid, because we are going to reach out to the less privileged by December, and I promise you guys that I need your support to be able to do that. Make some donations to free Wizkid. You can contact me, check my profile, and you will get my WhatsApp number from that, and then WhatsApp me. We are good to go so that we can reach out to a lot of people in the streets. I love you guys. Keep subscribing.